What up, big time gang? Welcome back to another Tommy Big Time video. This one here is going to be setting watches. This is if you're experienced on how to set your watches, then you can obviously skip this video. But if you need help after the intro, I will show you guys how to set time and date on 3 different movements within the Aragon brand, just because these three have 3 movements that are similar but different, and they're all the same brand. So stay tuned. So we're going to start off first with the NH35, which is one of the most common movements used in entry-level watches, whether they're $50 to, let's say, $1,000. This movement is used a lot, and this is what the movement typically looks like. You have a 3-hand movement with a date window, normally somewhere between the 3 o'clock and the 5 o'clock. So this one here is an Aragon C charger, if you're worried what the model is. And this one we're going to set. You notice this one is not ticking. I think one of them is out of the 3, but I will still show you how to wind. So this is a screw down crown. So the crown here is at the 4 o'clock. You want to unscrew the crown. Once you unscrew it, do not move it anymore besides a wind counterclockwise. You want to wind, and I normally say about 20 to 25 times is max. So we wound it enough to get it started. Now you want to find AM or PM. And the way you do that is you go through a 24-hour cycle. So we're going to move the hour hand until we see the date change. Let's get that second hand out of the way real quick. There we go. So we're going to the second position all the way out. If you listen here, you can hear the 2 clicks. Click, click. And so we're going to go around until we see the date change. Now for this example, we're going to use the 5th as a date. So now we're in the 29th. So now we're going to set our date to the 4th. So we're going to push the crown back in, out 1 position, and then turn towards you. We're going to get to the 4th because we're trying to set it to the 5th. So now we can go all the way through that 24-hour cycle once again, get to the 5th, and we'll set it at 3 a.m. So let's go all the way around. Now we're in the PM setting. So now you're going to see we're going back to the AM setting. It is almost midnight. The date is starting to change. Midnight. So now we're going to go to 3 a.m. And just like that, now you are set at 3 a.m. on the 5th. Just that easy. Then you push the crown back in, keep applying pressure and twist, and screw it back in. You want to keep your crown screwed down if it is a screw down crown for water protection. If you were to splash it or anything, there's no chance of water getting in there with it screwed down. So that is the NH35. Then we'll do the NH36. This is a very similar movement to the NH35. The only difference is you see we have a day and a date. So we're going to shoot for the same thing, we'll do 6 a.m. because 3 a.m. will cover the day date. So first we're going to set it, we're going to say it is Thursday the 5th. So first thing we're going to do is wind it. So all the way in after you unscrew it, give it a few winds counterclockwise. Now we're ticking. The second hand there, ticking away. Then we're going to pull out to the first position. And we are going to set the date to the 4th and the day to Wednesday. So turning it towards me changes the date. So we're at the 29th, 30th, 31st, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. And then turning it counterclockwise is going to change the day. So we're going to go to Wednesday. So martes is in Spanish, and there's Wednesday. So now we're going to pull it all the way out, and now we're going to switch the time. And you see we already switched to Thursday. That was a very bad example. So we're going to do Friday the 5th. So we're going to go all the way around, because I was right at the cusp of changing when we started this. It's actually bad for the watch too. So there we are, midnight, Thursday the 5th. So now we're going to set it to 6 a.m. So we're going to go all the way around to 6 a.m. And there we go. Push the crown all the way in. Screw it down. So that's the NH36. And now we're going to do this one, which is the most finicky movement. This is a Valjo 7750 Swiss movement. And you cannot, or suggested not to, switch the day date between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. How do I know if it's 9 p.m. or 9 a.m.? Well, we do. So there we go. We got the crown unscrewed. We are going to wind it up just enough to get this hand moving. There we go. You can see that hand is now moving. That is the second counter. This one here is the chronograph, the big hand. So now we're going to pull it all the way out. That's the second position. And we are going to turn it until we see this day date change. So let's turn it, turn it, turn it, turn it. Because right now, I think we're in PM setting and it should change next, but you never know until you see it change. Yes. So see, between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m., you do not want to change those settings. So we are going to go to 7 a.m. So now we're in the AM setting and we just hit 7. So now we are going to switch this to Sunday the 5th. So we're going to push it all the way in, pull it out 1, and we are going to go down first. And Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Sunday. And now we're going to change the date, go in the opposite direction, counterclockwise, the 5th. And now we're going to set it to 1 p.m. So now we're going to pull it all the way out. And we are going to go around from 7 a.m. Now we're at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. And now we're at 1 p.m. And now we're set. Very important not to set it between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. to not risk damaging the mechanism that makes the day date change. If you break that off, the day and date will not change. And that is a major problem. You want to keep your movement working properly. And it's a very easy step to follow. Once you get that embedded into your head, you should not have an issue. I will do another one on a Ronda 5040F, which is kind of a complicated movement if you don't know how to do it. A Ronda Z60 and a Ronda 8040N. These three are all automatics. The Ronda movements will be all quartz, and I'll do that one here coming up soon. If this helped you, let me know in the comments. Appreciate you watching. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, turn the bell notification to all. And if you want to join the Big Time Gang membership, hit that join button and join us. Have a great day. God bless.